Hi guys, I am Tanigay. Today we are going to see about MySQL, that is a nested query, how to write a nested query, and also we are going to see about how to write storage procedures, and also we are going to see how to write a cursor, use a cursor to fetch data from one table. And these are the three topics which we are going to see in our today's video. First, MySQL storage, that is a nested query. First we are going to see about nested query where we have an employee table. Okay, we have employee table and then backup table. Okay, these two table, in employee table we have employee ID, employee name, employee roll number, employee city, employee contact, where we are going to create a synonym, that is an alias for this employee table E. We are going to use these alias or synonym E dot that object. Okay, using that object we are going to access the column present in the employee table, and also we are going to join backup table with this one. Okay, where in backup table also we are going to have employee ID, employee name, employee roll number, employee city, employee contact, but there may be different attribute or different column in the backup table. But for our example, I consider same column name or attribute in our nested query. Okay, and I am going to join based on the employee ID on both table. I am having employee ID commonly on both table. Using that table, I am going to join two table. Okay, here how to write a nested query. Okay, in our what I have did, I am going to select a get a employee salary that is greater than or equal to max salary from the backup table. Okay, maximum employee salary from the backup table. This select maximum employee table from backup table is a subquery. Okay, the subquery is going to be used by the outer query. Okay, there may be n number of inner query. Okay, inner query, again our outer query, that again outer query, again outer query, like that n number of query can be combined together and it forms as a nested query. Okay, this what result I am going to get now. I am going to get a result of Chris is an employee name, who is a software engineer in Trishu, who is getting a maximum salary compared to the backup table. The data present in the backup table, we are going to get the maximum salary, and in the employee table who is getting salary greater than or equal to max salary from the backup table. Okay, this is a subquery which I have given. That data is going to be used by the where condition in our outer query. Okay, this outer query is going to use this subquery result, and further it's going to check the retrieve the data, and it's going to display the data in the output. Okay, this is a simple nested query. Okay, now we are going to see how to write a storage procedure. Okay, for that storage procedure, how to write, first one, first line, it's a delimiter. Okay, we want to, as it's a procedure, it's we are going to write it as a function in a combined manner. Okay, in a block of within a block, so that what we want to do, we want to mention this all statement is going to be executed in by the as a function. Okay, for that we are going to use delimiter. Delimiter can be anything, symbols with we want to repeat two times that symbol. Okay, first delimiter space and then symbol name. Okay, symbol we want to give any symbol, and also at the end of the storage procedure we want to end with a same symbol two times. Okay, this is a delimiter we want to provide before creating a storage procedure to identify this is a procedure which we are going to create. Okay, what, how to create a procedure? Create procedure, get employee, and then parenthesis. Here in parenthesis we can give parameter. You can use a simple procedure without parameter. I am using a simple procedure without parameter. You can also pass the parameter in the storage procedure. That's a procedure. Okay. Next line we want to give a begin. Okay, this begin and end, as we are giving begin at the before the delimiter, we want to provide a end keyword. Okay, in between that we are going to give a query, that is a select employee ID, employee name, employee roll number, employee salary, employee contact, employee city from employee, order by employee name. Okay, this is a simple query, the query which we used in our previous video. Okay, here what we did, just a delimiter space and then symbol, create procedure and then procedure name with parentheses. Okay, and then begin, and then in between we are going to have a query, the query which we want to get access, and then end and then delimiter. That's all. Okay, we have query has been executed successfully. Okay, now what we are going to do, we want to call this delimiter. Okay, okay, already we have given a procedure, storage procedure called get employee. I'm going to call that one, as it should be updated in the MySQL engine. I have closed and opened the MySQL to restart that one. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call get employee. Okay, now I executed this one. What I'm getting the all the query which I passed in the get employee table. Okay, for example, what's a query we have given? This is a query which we given, that is a delimiter dollar create procedure get employee begin select employee ID, employee name, employee roll number, employee salary, employee contact, employee city from employee, order by employee, end by which. As we already given this procedure, it shows it's already exists, procedure already exists. What's the result we got? Okay, and our next example of storage procedure is while underscore exe. That's a storage procedure to use, how to use a while loop. Okay, same thing which we seen in our previous exercise. Delimiter space some symbol 2 times we want to give, create procedure, procedure name parenthesis. As we are using a while loop, I used a while underscore exe, and then begin end while. Okay, end while, and also finally as begin we given a end, and then symbol name we are given. Okay, in between what we declare a value is a variable of type varchar type. Okay, default is empty. Okay, and declare a number is a variable, int is a integer variable, default is 0. Okay, set num equal to 1. Okay, I am going to create execute a while loop. Okay, num equal to 1, I initialize num num equal to 1, that is an initialization we have done, and then what we have given, while num less than or equal to 5 do. Okay, I am going to repeatedly call the num value till it reaches a value 5. Okay, what I am going to do, set value, that is a variable which declared, value equal to concatenate value comma, value's default is an empty space. Okay, empty comma num comma, and then apostrophe we are given comma. Okay, I am going to concatenate this one. Okay, that is an empty space number, and then comma I am going to give. Okay, and then what I am going to do, set, again I am going to increment this number variable. I initialize num equal to 1, I am going to increment that. Okay, num equal to num plus 1. Okay, that has been reassigned in the num variable. Okay, this loop is going to be called 5 times. Okay, in between what happens, concatenate. Okay, now value, what default value I am, empty space. What I got, empty space. First time when loop execute, 1 is going to be printed. Okay, after that what I am going to use a comma within the apostrophe. I got comma, and then next loop I got 2 set increment comma, and then next loop I got 3 comma, and then 4 comma 5 comma. Okay, this is a way of calling a while loop in the storage procedure. Okay, and it's a simple procedure without any parameters within the procedure. Okay, I just call that procedure in our MySQL. Okay, very simple while loop. Just as for while loop, what we need a variable and then increment operation. Okay, and then condition. Okay, these are the three things important. Okay, that's first initialization num equal to 1, and then condition num less than or equal to 5, and then increment num equal to num plus 1. These are the three operation important in the while loop which I have given in the thing. Okay, and then main operation within the while loop is concatenation operation which we performed in the particular value. Okay, that is going to be printed. Okay, this is the thing which we execute in the storage procedure using a while loop. Okay, this is a here we used already we used the set counter procedure what's present in that one. First we need to set at counter equal to 1. Okay, I have given a counter variable value is 1. Okay, I have given that one. Okay, next I am going to call set counter at counter comma 1. Okay, I am going to call this set counter variable, and again I am going to call repeatedly. I am going to call. Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to check what's the output or increment value present in the counter variable. Okay, for that select at counter I am going to click. Okay, I am getting a value of 5. Okay, how I am getting 5? One time I called, two time, three time, and then 4 time called, and initially I said counter value as 1. Okay, initially I said counter value as 1. Okay, what the procedure says, the procedure what has been given, I am going to pass a counter variable and also a increment value I am going to pass. Okay, in within a procedure what set counter equal to counter plus inc. Okay, what's a value you passed, it's going to be added with the counter variable. Okay, I given 1 only in all procedure call. I given only 1. Okay, so that what initially the counter variable is going to have a value 1, and within a parameter I passed a counter variable also a value 1. Okay, first time it's going to get incremented to counter variable will be 2. Again I called and same 1 I passed, then counter variable 2 3, and then next time when I call with the same value 1, counter variable will be 4, and then finally I called the same thing with value 1, it's going to be 5. Okay, this is how the counter variable can be used in the storage procedure for MySQL. Okay, you can use this procedure in your query for your better optimization purpose. Okay, this is about storage procedure. Like this we can write a procedure with a parameterized storage procedure, and then non-parameterized procedure also you can write. Now we are going to see about a cursor in our MySQL. Okay, first I have created a cursor and I have deployed in a storage procedure. Okay, I'm going to use that one. Okay, that is an example. This is a procedure. Example dot pro is a storage procedure which has a cursor. Okay, I'm going to call this procedure. The procedure what I am having, is same thing as it is of procedure creation, same procedure I am applied. That is an delimiter space dollar create procedure name, and then parenthesis begin, and then end delimiter. Okay, in between that what I given declare statement with a variable done default equal to 0 integer type, and then declared employee ID integer, employee salary, employee contact double, declare employee name, employee roll number, employee city where declare. Next is an important thing, declare cursor variable. CUR is a cursor variable for what? Select star from employee. Okay, for the select star from employee query we have created a cursor variable. What it does, it's going to execute this statement, and it's going to store all the value present which has been fetched is going to be stored in the cursor variable. Okay, next what I'm going to do, also I'm going to declare a continue handler for non-found set done equal to 1. Okay, this is a additional thing where I'm going to check whether all label has been completed. Okay, that is row by row fetching has been completed. Yeah, I'll be explaining this later. Okay, first once cursor variable has been created, declared, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to open the cursor variable. Okay, and then next within a loop what I'm going to do, I'm going to fetch the data present in the cursor variable row by row. Okay, using a cursor variable I'm going to fetch the data row by row. Okay, row by row I'm going to fetch, and after fetching I'm going to use this cursor that is in values fetched is going to be used by the application, whether it's maybe a full stack application or in the user interactive application or anything. This value is going to be used by the application. For our example what I have done, I created a backup table. Okay, within that backup table I am going to insert the rows fetched from the cursor variable. I am going to insert the rows fetched from the cursor variable. Okay, and also I am checking if done equal to 1, then leave the label. Okay, leave the label in sense I am going to exit from the loop. Okay, if loop continues, what is going to do, it's going to fetch the next row. Okay, and it's going to be get inserted into the backup table again next row, I'm going to insert into the backup, again next row going to be inserted. That is a what's the example which we given, copying from one table into another table. That's a thing using a cursor concept we have done that one. Okay, and finally we want to close the cursor, and also we are going to end the procedure with a delimiter. Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to call the this procedure as I already have in my MySQL engine. It shows it's already exists. Okay, I'm going to call this procedure, that is an example procedure for a cursor. Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to check the backup table, select star from backup. Okay, yeah, 5 times already I called 3 to 4 times this procedure, so that what it has been updated, that is an this 1 to 10 2 times. Okay, this thing has been updated 5 times as I called before. Before demonstrating this to you, I called 4 times. This is the 5th time I am calling that procedure, example procedure. Okay, for a cursor, what it done, it has retrieved the data from the employee table, and it has been updated inserted into the backup table. Okay, this is a thing which is done in the there is an example procedure, that is using a cursor. Using a cursor we have fetched here data from employee table. Okay, select star from employee, and I'm going to using a cursor variable, one row by row I'm going to access the data fetched. Okay, and I'm going to insert that row by row value into a backup table. Okay, finally I'm going to call the this procedure, and finally I can check the procedure using a select star from backup table. Okay, this is about cursor, that is a cursor variable declaration, open a variable, fetch a variable, and after fetching you are fetching into a particular attribute name, that is an employee ID, employee name, which has been declared in the procedure. employee ID, employee salary, employee contact has been declared in this procedure. Within that variable I have fetched that one. That variable is going to be, value is going to be passed into the backup table. Backup table also it's going to have employee ID, employee name, employee roll number. Okay, same thing, it's going to be passed into the backup table. Okay, and then finally I am going to close the cursor variable. This output which we are going to get in the using a cursor, that is an copying of data from one table to other table. Okay, this is about today. In this video we have discussed about nested query, storage procedure, and then while loop, set counter, and then cursor variable. Okay, thank you for watching this video.